character's face was unreadable. Even if I had lost one of my hands, I would not be smiling like an idiot. I don't laugh, I don't play games, I have a serious mission. Oh, hey guys, Dalek44 here, and just been reading a good book. It's really good, you want to buy this? But anyway, on to the subject that I'm here for today. Is Sonic Boom really enjoyable?
For those of you who don't know, Sonic X started off as 2 video games and then became a TV series with full CGI animation rather than traditional cartoon animation.
And so many people have been asking me, why don't I review this series since I reviewed the first 3 American Sonic cartoons? Well, it's mostly because Sonic Boom wasn't around during my childhood, it's current. But that doesn't mean I don't have to talk about it compared to the cartoons I've seen in my childhood. So, how good or bad is Sonic Boom?
Well, it's another adaptation of the classic video games in a way that the writers have done themselves. Like, the characters are pretty much still the characters that we know, but they've gone through a few changes and a few noticeable redesigns. While some characters like Sonic and Tails have had little to no changes, but there are big changes like Knuckles and Robotnik.
And to be completely honest, I'm not really a huge fan of the redesigns. I mean, Sonic wears a scarf around his neck for no particular reason, and Knuckles looks like he's had too much steroids.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why Sonic's wearing that scarf or those bands around his hands and feet. I don't know what's the deal with that. But I do like how Tails wears like scientist goggles to indicate the fact that he's an inventor. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Tails is on the inventive side these days. And as I said earlier, it does look like Knuckles has taken too much steroids for his new design. But I can kind of see what they're going for with him being the tough guy, but do they really have to make him look like he took too much steroids? He looked fine just the way he was before. And it turns out that there was another effect with the steroids, and Knuckles was, well, a complete idiot.
Maybe the curse broke the vase, huh? Yeah, the curse of the lunatic badger. Uh-oh. Now there are 2 curses.
And then we have Robotnik. How can I say this? He looks terrible. I mean, Jesus Christ, what the hell have you done to him? Of all the ways you could redesign Sonic's archenemy, to me this surprisingly takes every wrong step. Robotnik is Sonic's archenemy, as we all know, and we all know him as a fat, evil scientist. So why suck out all the fat from his gut and give him a big muscular personality with like a general uniform? He looks less like a Sonic character, more like a character from a military game. But despite his new appearance, this Robotnik is pretty funny. I actually enjoy a lot of the moments with him, especially this scene.
To the Eggmobile!
I love Adam West's Batman references.
And like all the other versions of Robotnik that existed before this character is a completely new take on the character. And this version of Robotnik, also known as Eggman, who I will refer to as Robotnik because he's always been Robotnik to me, doesn't really seem like much of a threat as the other Robotniks did, but he seems more like a nuisance. Mainly like he's just there to ruin Sonic's day, so he seems less threatening and more annoying to Sonic and the gang. But one of the biggest changes I really love in this show is Amy Rose.
Oh Jesus Christ, thank you for Amy Rose.
She has literally transformed from one of the most annoying characters in the franchise to one of my favourite characters. And I could guess all those Sonic X fans out there will probably be saying, "Oh, that's not the original Amy."
Yeah, because there was a ton to work with back in Sonic X. Like her cutesy personality, the fact that she had a huge crush on Sonic and it was shoved right down everyone's throats, and don't need more than that!
There's a number of reasons why I really love this version of Amy. One is because even though she still loves Sonic like she did in the past, she's not constantly trying to shove that fat down everyone's throat. Instead, she's being really subtle about it and even hiding her feelings from Sonic. But there are a number of occasions in the show where there's hints to their relationship. But the one scene that really hinted it was this one.
That was close. I care about your well-being.
Aww.
That was so romantic to me, I'm surprised they didn't do this.
Bro, what's up with you and Amy?
And also, Amy just cracks me the fuck up. Most of the time when she's on screen, she's always doing something silly and hilarious outside of fighting and being serious.
Oh, and under special skills you can add juggling and singing. Oh, and the tanks go marching and ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Roommate meeting group hug.
Not you.
Oh, improv. I love improv. I'm a crazy piece of man who juggles and sings. Oh, and the sing. I'll go marching in. Meteors are shooting stars. We shouldn't be running. We should be making wishes. I wish for a pony.
And I wish you'd take cover.
No talking. No slurping. No attacking.
I just can't stop laughing at her. She's a fucking riot. And there's also a new addition to the team called Styx the Badger, who I find to be a completely paranoid character. In a funny way.
I knew you were coming, but you will never obliterate Styx, because Styx is unobliterated. You can't kill me.
And I don't know if it's just me, but she sounds an awful lot like Cree Summer. And I know we've also got Robotnik's two idiotic robots, but they're basically the typical idiotic minions, so there's not really much to talk about there. Moving on. And while I find this show not to be as good as the American shows that came years before this in the 90s, I do find it somewhat entertaining. Not all the episodes are that good, and some of them do hit bullseye to me. And a lot of them do have a lot of really funny jokes, most of them being with Amy and Robotnik. And even though I'm not a huge fan of the dumbass Knuckles, there are some moments from him that do get a chuckle out of me every once in a while. But me personally, I think the idiotic Knuckles doesn't really suit the character. I mean, if they wanted to create an idiotic character for the show, they might as well have made a new character and kept Knuckles the way he was.
So while Sonic Boom isn't as good as the other shows I've seen based on Sonic the Hedgehog from the 90s, it's not as bad as Sonic X. Hell, I'd even say it's better than Sonic X.
So despite all the problems I have with this show, is it really entertaining? Well, the answer is kinda. But that's my personal opinion. I think it's entertaining enough to keep me wanting to watch the next episode, even though it wouldn't exactly be up there with a lot of my favourite animated shows. This one has a lot of effort put into it. I mean, some of the episodes are entertaining, the characters are entertaining, and the jokes do keep me chuckling every now and then. And when you really look at it, Sonic Boom is just another TV show based on the iconic video game character. And I'm sure this is not going to be the last TV series they make based on Sonic. So whatever new Sonic series they do, I'm just glad they got this one out at the moment.
So as I said, Sonic Boom isn't exactly as good as the cartoons I grew up watching, but it's nowhere near terrible. There's a lot of good comedy stuff in it, and a lot of the jokes do hit me a number of times. Most of them being around Robotnik and Amy.
I guarantee this show will get a chuckle out of you every once in a while. And if you don't like it, then I'd suggest going back to the 90s cartoon series like Adventures, Sat-AM and Underground. Just stay far away from X as possible. Amy in that show is crazy.
I'm Dalek44, and I'll see you next time, folks. Where was I? Ah, yes. You used to that. We got it down bridge. Remember that thing with the hermetical earthworms? Hilarious, was it not?